guys. Let's start off today looking at our calendar. So today is Monday, May 11th, 2020. We have been in school 157 days. So let's make our ones match. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 ones now. So here's our 10 tens to make 100. Let's count by 10 to get to 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Here's our 5 tens to make 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150. And here's our 7 ones to make 157 days of school. Here it is on our chart. Let's do one random number to make 10 and some more. Let's see. All right, so we have 10 plus 2. So let's count 10, 11, 12. So to make the number 12, you have 1 10. That's for all the red counters in the tens frame, and 2 ones. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. Let's do one more. Oh, but it went back to that, didn't it? Give me just a second. Thank you for waiting. Okay, let's see. 10 and 3 more. So let's count all these 10 together. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10 and 3 more is 13. Here's the 10. And then here's the 3 ones for 13. Okay, one more. This is a super important thing that you guys need for first grade. Okay, we've already done. Oh, we did 12, didn't we? All right, here's 10 and 5 more. So let's count the 10 and we'll count up 5 more. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 10 and 5 more is 15. Here's our 1, 10. That's for all these 10 red counters. And then here's our 5 ones. 10 plus 5 equals 15. Okay, we're going to do a number bond today. We're going to roll 2 dice to see what we get. All right, so we've got, how many is on this dice? We've got 5. We've got 4. And we're going to see how many we have. All right, so first we're going to start by finding our total. 5 and 4, let's count up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 and 4 is 9. So let's make our first addition sentence. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And our related fact, we're just going to change the order of the add-ins. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Now, we're going to start with the biggest number for both of our subtracting problems. We're going to take away one part, 9 minus 5. So if we take this part away, how many do we have left? 4. Good. 9 minus 5 equals 4. And 9 minus 4 equals 5. All right, let's do one more. 5 and 5. Nice. So here's 5 and 5. Okay. What is 5 plus 5? 5 plus 5 is 10. Now this one's tricky because look at this. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay. So if we change the order of the add-ins, we still have the same addition sentence. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, so let's do our subtraction sentence. 10 minus 5. So if we take one part away, We have the other part left. 10 minus 5 equals 5. And again, since this is a double, if you take the other side away, it's the same thing. 10 minus 5 equals 5. So when we get to doubles, you only have 2 facts on your fact family. You have 1 addition and 1 subtraction. Okay, we're going to practice some subtraction first. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with how many counters first now, and then we're going to take some away, and we're going to find the difference. Remember, when you subtract, your answer gets smaller, and the answer when you subtract is called the difference. So we're starting with 3 counters here. Do you see the 3? 1, 2, 3. And we're taking 1, 2, 3, 3 counters away. How many do we have left? 0. So our first subtraction sentence about the counters is 3 minus 3 equals 0. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, first let's start with how many counters there are. So let's count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're starting with 4. Now let's see how many counters we're taking away. 1, 2, 3. Taking 3 counters away. 4 minus 3 equals how many are left? Do you see it? And that's right. There's 1 counter left that does not have an X. So 4 minus 3 equals 1. Okay, here's our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to start with all the counters that we have. It's easy to see on a 5 frame that they're all filled up. 5, and we're taking away 3. 5 minus 3, and how many are left? 2. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Okay. Now we're going to practice some addition sentences. Okay, so over here it's going to tell us how many of each kind of counter to put up, and then we're going to find our sum. The answer when we add is called the sum, and when we add, our answer gets bigger. So we've got, it's telling us 3 yellow fish and 1 blue fish. Okay, and 3 plus 1 is how many? Good, 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, we have 3 pumpkins and 2 apples. So 1, 2, 3. 3 pumpkins. 1, 2. 2 apples. And that fills up the whole 5 frame. How many is that? 5. Good. 3 plus 2 is 5. Oops. All right. And 4 baseballs. 4 baseballs. And 1 basketball. So here's our 4 to trace. 4 plus 1 equals how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. Good job. Short vowel practice words. We're going to do some consonant, vowel, consonant word patterns. And so these will be short vowels. So as I pull down on our little rectangle, you'll see the word right here and we can read it. Lap, tap, nap, map, cap. And we'll practice some of these when you guys have a small group with me too. Okay, these are at, hat, rat, bat, pat, fat, ag, sag, wag, bag, rag, tag, am, Pam, Sam, yam, ram, ham, add, bad, mad, dad, sad, had, pad, an, tan, pan, man, ran, can, fan. Okay, let's look on the bottom and we'll read some of these words. Tap, cap, tag, cat, pad, wag, cab, rag. Comprehension strategy called sequencing. As we read, we're going to think about what happened first, next, then, and last. So we'll read a passage and we'll think about all these things and retell it, and that'll help us remember what happened. This is kind of like when we retell a story, what happened in the beginning, middle, and end. Instead of beginning, middle, end, we're going to look at what happened first, next, then, and last. So first, let's read the passage. Find the title, Clean Hands, and read along as I read it out loud. Clean hands help people stay healthy. This is how to wash your hands. First, turn on the water. The water should be hot, but do not burn yourself. Then, wet your hands. Next, rub soap on your hands for 30 seconds. Rub soap between your fingers too. After that, rinse your hands. Finally, dry your hands. Now, did you see some of those words? First, next, then, last. Let's look back and see. And we're going to use our highlighter to find those things to retell. Okay, so let's look. Okay, so first, here's the word first. What do you do first? First, turn on the water. All right, so first turn on the water. That's what you do first. Next. Then, so first you turn on the water, then wet your hands. That's the next important thing. First turn on the water, then wet your hands. Okay. Next. Next, rub soap on your hands for 30 seconds. Okay. So we've got another next. We've got first, next, and then. Okay, and then after that, rub soap between your fingers. Okay, what happens next? After that, rinse your hands. And then the last thing says finally right here, and that means last. Last, dry your hands. So let's see if we can remember those things. Okay, so first you turn on the water, then you wet your hands. Next, you rub soap on your hands. Then you rub soap between your fingers. After that, rinse your hands, and finally dry your hands. Jones book to you, and it's called Junie B Jones is Captain Field Day. Super funny. I'm going to read, I think, 2 chapters every time we have a lesson. Chapter 1 is called Chatting. My name is Junie B Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. This morning I woke up very excited because today we were having kindergarten field day at my school. That's why I couldn't stop shouting the happy news. Field day, today is field day, I shouted to my dog named Tickle. Then I quick ran to my baby brother's room. He was sleeping in his crib. Field day, today is field day, I shouted to baby Ollie. He woke up very fast. Then he started screaming his whole entire head off. Mother came running right in there. Junie B Jones, for goodness sake, what has gotten into you this morning? I looked at that woman real curious. Field day, I said. Field day has gotten into me, Mother. How could you even forget this important occasion? I've been talking about it all week, remember? Field day is when room 9 goes against room 8, and we have different races and stuff. Ollie kept screaming. Could you quiet him down, please? I asked Mother. He's taking the edge off my good mood. She picked him up and patted him. Thank goodness field day is finally here, she said. Maybe now we'll be able to talk about something else for a change. I danced all around that woman. We will, Mother, we will. We will be able to talk about something else. After field day is over, we'll be able to talk about how room 9 creamed room 8. Ha! I jumped up and down. You're coming to watch me, right? And Daddy's coming too, right? Because room 9 is going to win all the races, probably. So we will need lots of clapping and cheering. Mother ruffled my hair. Don't worry, we'll be there, she said. I think Grandpa and Grandma Miller might come too. Hooray! I said, hooray for the whole family. After that, I ran out of the room and I called my bestest friend named Grace on the phone. And wait till you hear this. I didn't even have to look up her number in the phone book because I finally got it memorized in my head. Its name is 555-5555. And that was a hard number to remember, I tell you, because I kept forgetting the 5. I pressed the number very careful. Hello? Said a voice. I did a frown. Grace, what's wrong with your voice? How come you don't sound like yourself today? Do you have a froggy in your throat? All of a sudden I did a gasp. Oh no, Grace. You didn't catch a cold, did you? You can't be sick today, Grace. Today is field day and you are the fastest runner in kindergarten. Go tell your daddy that you have to come to school, Grace. Go tell him right now. Go, go, go. Just then a voice talked again. This is Grace's daddy, it said. I looked at the phone. Oh, hello, I said. Hello, Mr. Grace. No wonder you don't sound right, because you are not even Grace, that's why. And so where is she anyway? Pretty soon that Grace said hello. Grace, it's me, Junie B Jones. I am so glad to hear your voice. You're not sick, are you, Grace? You're still coming to field day, right? Grace giggled real loud. Of course I'm coming to field day, silly, she said. I have to come to field day, remember? I am the fastest runner in kindergarten. I did another round. Okay, here's the thing, Grace. You're not actually supposed to brag about yourself like that. My Grandpa Miller says that it's called tooting your own horn, and it is not even polite. That Grace did a huffy breath at me. I'm not tooting my own horn, Junie B. I'm just saying the truth. We have lots of slow runners in our class, like Lucille won't run fast because she does not like to get sweaty. And you're not exactly speedy yourself, Junie B. I sucked in my cheeks at that girl. Yeah, so I said, so I'm going to have to give us a big lead, she said, because I'm the only fast one we have. I made a grouchy face. You just tooted again, Grace, I said. Did not, she said. Did too, I said. Did not, did too. Just then my mother called me. Okie dokie, I gotta go now, Grace. See you, friend, I said. See you, friend, she said. After that, we both hanged up, and I skipped to breakfast, very happy, because a nice conversation always starts the day off right. Chapter 2, C-A-P-T-A-I-N, and that spells captain. That day at school, room 9 was very excited. We kept laughing and jumping and giggling and shouting. Me and my bestest friends, Grace and Lucille, runned and skipped all over the room because we had to warm up our muscles for field day. That's why. All of a sudden, my teacher hollered our names. Lucille, Junie B, Grace, please take your seats right now. We stopped real fast. My teacher's name is Miss. She has another name too, but I just like Miss and that's all. Yes, but we need to keep skipping, I said, because Grace said we have to warm up our muscles for field day. If you don't warm up your muscles, your leg will get clams. Clamps, said Lucille. No, cramps, said Grace. Miss smiled a little bit. You girls will have plenty of time to warm up outside, she said, but right now we have an important job to do. Right now, we're going to pick a captain for our field day team. Just then, everyone got all excited all over again. A boy named Meanie Jim waved his hand in my teacher's face. Me, pick me, he hollered. I will make a great captain. No, pick me, teacher, shouted another boy named Polly Allen Puffer. I will be better than him. No, pick me. I'm the fastest runner in all the kindergarten, hollered that Grace. Miss sat down in her chair. She crossed her arms, waited for the yelling to stop. I hurried to her desk, speedy quick. Miss, guess what? I did not shout just then. I said, did you hear me? Huh? Did you hear me not shouting? I was the only one in the whole room who did not shout, I believe. I pulled on her sleeve. Maybe you should reward me for my behavior, I said. Huh, miss? What do you think? Maybe you should make me the captain of field day, because that would teach the other children a good lesson, probably. Miss stood up and she walked with me back to my table and she pointed her finger at me. Sit, she said. Stay, she said. After that, we went back to her desk. She went back to her desk. After that, she went back to her desk. And she held up a little basket. Boys and girls, please listen carefully. In this basket, there are 16 folded slips of paper. 15 of the papers are blank, but one of the papers has the word captain printed on it. Whoever picks that one will be captain of our field day team. After that, Miss carried the basket around the room. She stopped at every table and she let all the children pick a paper. Keep your papers folded until everyone is chosen, said Miss. We'll all open our papers together. My stomach felt nervous and jumpy inside because I didn't want anyone else to pick the captain paper, of course. When Miss got to my table, my heart was pumping very much. She held up the basket for me to pick. I reached in real careful. Then I digged and digged around in there. Miss tapped her foot. Please, Junie B, just pick one, okay? She said. Yeah, but I don't think my fingers have touched the right paper yet, I said. I am waiting to get the right vibes. Vibes, said Miss. It's short for vibrations. Whatever, I said. Then I digged and digged and digged some more. For the love of Pete, said Miss, just pick one. After that, I picked a teensy paper from the basket, and I waited at my seat, very patient until the rest of the children picked two. Miss smiled. Okay, everyone. When I count to 3, you can open your papers. 1, 2, 3. I opened mine up. Then I did a gasp because I saw letters. That's why. Miss, look at my paper. It has letters on it. It is the word captain, I think. I zoomed to the front of the room to show her, and guess what? She said I was right. I skipped around in a circle. Hooray, hooray! I'm it, people. I am Captain Field Day. After that, I laughed and danced and clapped and clapped. Only what do you know? Nobody clapped with me. Okay, I'm going to read the next one, 2 more chapters on Wednesday. I'll see you soon. A. All. Am. And. As. At. Be. Boy. But. Can. Did. Do. Down. For. Girl. Go. Had. Has. Have. He. Her. Him. His. I. In. Is. It. little, look, not, of, on, other, out, said, see, she, so, some, that, the, then, there, they, to, up, was, we, were, what, when, with, you. This will help you to start reading more fluently. So when we're practicing these fry phrases, we're going to practice reading this whole phrase almost as one word. So we're going to kind of sweep it, and let me show you what I mean. We're not going to read choppy. When will we go? We're going to read very smoothly. When will we go? So I'm going to read these aloud on the video so you guys can practice these, reading them in one swoop, and this will really help you become better readers. When will we go? If we were older, each of us. What did they say? Into the water. You and I. Each of us. An angry cat. If we were older, what did they say? Into the water. All or some. It's about time. From here to there. Now and then. The first word. A number of people. Will you be good? This is my cat. My teacher is the best. Go down. So there you are. Look up. Write it down. Look for some people. A long time. The other people. Look for some people. A long time. The other people. We were here. From my room. Write your name. Have you seen it? It may fall down. This is a good day. Up in the air. May I go first? There was an old man, but not for me. The people. Get on the bus. It's no use. Did you like it? I like him. He has it. Out of the water. She said to go. Sit down. When did they go? A long way to go. Then we will go. Who will make it? Which way? We like to write. At your house. 1 or 2. Come and get it. How did they get it? He called me. That dog is big. It's been a long time. Part of the time. For some of your people, give them to me. Did you see it? What are these? But not me. When would you go? But not me. What are these? Sorry. But not me. When would you go? I think I went backwards. Go find her. All day long. Number 2. Can you see? More people. How long are they? One more time. How many words? 2 of us. Not now. We had their dog. No way. Now is the time. More than the other. Could you go? With his mom? As big as the first. See the water. By the water.